So I know I just uploaded a video like this, which I actually didn't mean to. The one I uploaded was supposed to come out a bit later or a bit earlier, but for various reasons, it didn't come out when it was supposed to. Uh, but yeah, this is another anime series video. The last one of these that I made was about the things that I really liked about the Sinnoh anime. And as of right now, I'm still writing the league. I just finished up writing the second battle in the league. And I'm starting to write Barry versus Lucas. So that's gonna be fun. So I thought now is a good time to make this video. Uh so yeah, this is the things that whereas last time they were things that I liked, these are the things that I learned. So let's get right into it. So I have my list here. Once again, this is an unscripted video, so be prepared for that. But yeah, this is a thing I learned, or some things that I learned while writing the Sinnoh anime that I just want to remember for the next series I write. So let's get started. Uh, Firstly, uh, I kept track of all of the characters' teams, but I never kept track of the rivals' teams, which I think caused an inconsistency with one of their teams, where one of his Pokemon devolved back into a Snorunt, and yeah, that's just not gonna that didn't work for me. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna change that now, but I won't let that happen again. Next time, I will be keeping track of all of the rivals teams to see where they are at to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Next. So I also kept track for the Sinnoh series. I kept track of each Pokemon's win rates and loss rates. Now, I did this in a Google Slides. I will not be doing this in a Google Slides again. Don't get me wrong, it was smart to keep track of all of this. But I'm not going to be doing it in a Google Slides. I'm going to be doing it in a Google Sheets because it simply works better. It's just easier, you know. So yeah, I will be keeping track in a Google Sheet rather than a Google Slide because I can more easily keep track of everything. I can use formulas. Um, like it doesn't have to be rocket science. Next. Uh, I mentioned this in the last one, but I still haven't found this line that I can't cross with Ryan. And I learned people can die in this series. So that didn't make anything easier. Since the last video, I talked to Ryan, and he's like, well, death doesn't cross the line because Ash saw people die. Hunter J died pretty brutally, too, by the way. And, like, Cyrus kind of died. It doesn't matter. Ash went through this, so this is fine. Which I think is a kind of funny argument, but it's true. Uh, so I have to worse than kill someone, and I don't think I want to do that. Not in the Pokemon series, anyway. Uh, so yeah. Another thing I learned, this one being actually rather positive, adding Pokemon late into the story can work. This was something I was a bit afraid of with a lot of Pokemon, like Togepi. But I added uh, Pokemon to the series late in Sinnoh, and I was a little worried about that. Like I added Snover pretty late, and I was like, that's a bit scary because Snover's gonna get like 2 minutes of screen time now. But in reality, it was able to get a lot of screen time. So adding Pokemon late into the series can actually work. So that's something I'm going to consider doing now. Probably not for Unova, but maybe for Sinnoh. Or not Sinnoh, Kalos. But yeah, adding Pokemon late, that can work apparently, and I didn't know that before. So that's something I plan on doing now. I want to add some Pokemon later into the story. Let's see what's next on my list. Uh, if you don't want, uh, oh no, if it shouldn't be a 6-on-6, don't make it a 6-on-6. And that basically means if there's only one thing that you really care about in the battle, don't make it a 6-on-6 battle. I did this with Nick versus Buck, and it was a neat battle, but honestly, it shouldn't have been a 6-on-6 battle. Because all the point to that battle was evolve Monferno into Infernape. And I accomplished that, but using a 6-on-6 battle, it made everything redundant, and it made everything take longer. When I could have just done it in the one episode, and it would have been over. Next, I learned how to set up future stories. I have an arc planned for much later where Mars meets Silver. I currently have Mars and Jupiter just living together at the villa right now. And I mean the villa in the resort area because I learned a bit about that, and that's cool. So I was like, I want to include that. So they're living there now. Another thing I learned is that playing the games and doing research can not only make the series just a lot better, but it can also just be a lot more fun. Um, because right now for Unova, I am starting a little bit early with Unova, so I was like, okay, you know what? I think that as soon as the league is over, I want to start writing Unova, so I am going to play Black 2, because I played Black recently. If you guys didn't watch that video, go check it out. But yeah, I decided I would play Black 2, and Ryan lent me a copy. So that was really cool of him. But yeah, I've been playing that too, by the way, and I've been having so much fun. I'm using a Zoroark for the first time. Um, I'm also using... I decided I'd use Lucario as my ace. I should have caught an Ampharos in that series. That's a sad, but you know, whatever. But there's other stuff I learned too, like how to do double battles. I learned there's a lot more I can do with double battles than I thought. Like showdowns. I didn't realize that showdowns would be possible in a double battle, but it was. And that was really cool. Uh, yeah, also, another thing I learned was redesigning the teams can actually be a very good thing because it gave me a really nice team compared to what I had before with Spiritomb and Weasel. I would have loved to use Spiritomb, and I would have loved to use Weasel, but I think I had a pretty good team. And it's not like I can never give my character those Pokemon. I still have series where I can do that, where I can give him those Pokemon. Like, I can give him those Pokemon in other series, like, trying to think of an example. Like, I plan on doing a series with Battle Frontier or Sevi Islands. As a matter of fact, in the Battle Frontier, he's going to Hisui. My character is going to Hisui. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of time for stuff like that. And I feel like I want to make a video where I go over my future plans for Unova and other stuff that Sinnoh has set up. Like, I got a lot of stuff that Sinnoh set up for Kalos. Not necessarily much later than that, but, you know, it's cool. So, yeah. Does that end it? I think that should end it. I know this is a shorter video than these normally are, but I don't really have much else to say on this one. Like, I think I've gotten it all out there. Can't cross the line with Ryan. Stats of all Pokemon on the sheets. Avoid inconsistencies with rivals. Oh yeah, I gotta do that a lot with one of the rivals, especially in Unova. Yeah, one of the rivals, Horace, he basically, in one scene, he has a Frostlass, but in one of his next battles, he has a Snorunt. And that is on me. But yeah, that was just a thing that I accidentally did, and I felt kind of bad about it. So yeah, I gotta keep track of everyone's teams now. But yeah, another thing I learned was how to make my own characters. I didn't really have any original characters besides, I guess, Horace and Kate. And kind of Drew, but Drew was pretty repetitive, like, because that is technically a character in the anime. If I see a surge of copyrights, though, that will change. Um, but yeah, I think that covers everything. So yeah, guys, that is going to end this video updating you on the Pokemon series. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this video with everyone you know and love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!